Hi guys, this is Dhruv from Sportstar, and today I'll be recapping the third Ashes test between Australia and England. Australia won by an innings and 14 runs, wrapped up the match in just 7 sessions of play, and retained the Ashes in just over 10 days of cricket. So, very clinical performance by Pat Cummins' men, and a very meek surrender by Joe Root and his team, and plenty to ponder about for them. So to begin with, let's talk about Scot Boland. What a debut for him in front of the home crowd at MCG. Picked up 7 wickets in the match, took 6 for 7 in the second innings, registered the joint fastest 5-wicket haul in Test history, taking his 5th wicket off just the 19th delivery. He was brought into the team as an MCG specialist, having taken 96 first-class wickets at the venue at a commendable average of 25. And he absolutely lived up to the billing. And his debut serves to show just the kind of depth Australia has in its bowling lineup. I mean, really ominous for the opponents. The horses for courses strategy has worked out perfectly for them. They've played 7 seamers so far in just 3 matches, and in none of the matches has their bowling looked depleted by any means. You had Pat Cummins missing out on the second test, and Josh Hazlewood missing out on the second test after the first one in Brisbane. And Jai Richardson and Michael Neser came in for the duo in Adelaide, and Richardson picked up a 5 in the second innings with the pink ball. Michael Neser picked 2 in the match, but looked impressive. And then you had both of them, Neser and Richardson, missing out on the third test because of soreness, and Pat Cummins came into the team obviously, and Scot Boland made his debut. Pat Cummins picked up from where he left off, took 3 wickets in that first session of play on day 1, and obviously Scot Boland wrapped up the match with 6 wickets in the second innings on day 3. So very promising signs for Australia when it comes to fast bowling. Cameron Green has been a very important part of that bowling lineup. He has allowed Pat Cummins to rotate the main fast bowlers and just not filled in the overs. He has picked up 7 wickets in the series so far, taking the wicket of Joe Root on 2 occasions and dismissing Ben Stokes twice. So very important contributions from him with the ball. Moving on, Pat Cummins' captaincy has been absolutely phenomenal so far. What a dream debut for him, retaining the Ashes on home turf. There were a few concerns about a fast bowler taking over as captain, but he has proven his detractors wrong so far. He has resisted the temptation of over-bowling or under-bowling himself, and also ensuring that his personal performances don't suffer. He has picked up 10 wickets in the series so far at a commendable average of just over 14. So very good signs for Australian cricket again. And obviously it's still early days. Australia's true tests awaits them when they travel to Sri Lanka, Pakistan and India in the next 15 months. So that remains to be seen how Pat Cummins copes up in those situations and conditions. Really difficult to know from where to start. Bundled out for 68 in the second innings. That was their 4th sub 200 score in just 6 innings in the series so far. And that was also their 9th test defeat in 2021, and they have equaled Bangladesh's record of most test losses in a calendar year. They also brought up their 54th duck in test matches in this year, which is also a record. They have equaled their own record. So not such enviable records registered by them in Test cricket this year. The openers continue to be a huge cause of concern. They've averaged just 11 in the series, which is the second lowest for them in the Test series. Zach Crawley came into the team for Rory Burns, but nothing much changed other than a different name at the top of the scoreboard. He just scored 5 and 12 in the 2 innings. Joe Root, he's been standing head and shoulders tall above the rest, having scored 3 half centuries in 6 innings and averaging 42. Well, the bowlers, James Anderson picked up 4 in the third test. Mark Wood got 2, and that was the closest England came to a win in this series. The bowlers really put their hand up on day 2 with a sensational passage of pace bowling. but well, the English batters just weren't up to the challenge. Loads of concerns for England. There have been criticism of their selection, of their county championship, of coaching methods in England, and that'll all have to be looked into. Joe Root has called for a reset in red ball cricket, as one similar to the one they had after the 2015 Cricket World Cup debacle in ODIs. So well, Australia all set for a clean sweep as the Ashes caravan moves on to Sydney on January 5. So yeah, that's all from Sports Star. Catch up with us for the rest of the Ashes. Thank you so much.